Hi guys, this video is a part of a series that I'm making about my experience at Christ. This is the third video. I've already made two others. One is on my personal experience and one is what can you expect in the first year. I'll put the links somewhere. This is also going to be a playlist. So do watch the other videos, and in this video I'm going to talk about the second year and what can you expect in the second year. So let's get started. So again, in the previous video, I've explained what can you expect in the semester and how is the structure and everything. I'll put the link in the description box. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Sem 3 and Sem 4, and that is also your second and final year of MSc, and what can you expect in these years. So in your third semester, you will have 3 theory papers. One is psychopathology, and it's psychotherapy 1 and psychotherapy 2. The difference is psychotherapy 1 is completely focusing on individual therapy, and you'll learn about CBT, gestalt therapy, Adlerian therapy and all of that. Paper 2, psychotherapy 2 is about family therapy, couples therapy, group therapy, all of that. So these are different. First has different modalities and third is different settings, different population. So this will be your theoretical understanding. If you've seen the previous video, you'll understand how Sem 1 and 2 were more foundational and more theoretical. Sem 3 is more practical. Even the theory papers are more practical. So that is how you're advancing in your degree. Other than your theory papers, this time you also have one elective. So this elective paper is basically, it gives you an opportunity to learn about something very different in depth, while you don't have to worry about the exam and all. So for electives, you don't have an NSEM exam, but you still have the CIAs. For us, my elective was clinical neuropsychology. I think that was the name, but clinical neuropsychology is what I had. So in this paper, we actually talked about the clinical, like the brain part. मतलब मैं ऐसे ही थोड़ा बात करती हूँ, तो द ब्रेन पार्ट ऑफ क्लिनिकल डिसऑर्डर्स, लाइक अगर स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया है तो उसमें ब्रेन का स्ट्रक्चरली फंक्शनली क्या चीजें चेंज होंगी. आई एम नॉट वेरी गुड एट साइंस, आई एम नॉट वेरी गुड एट न्यूरोसाइकोलॉजी, सो मैं काफी बेसिक आपको आइडिया दे रही हूँ कि क्या होता है, बट या दैट इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट. एंड इसके सामने आई थिंक वी हैड साइकोसोशल रिहैबिलिटेशन. आई ऑलवेज टेंड टू मिक्स अप माई इलेक्टिव्स, बट आई थिंक more or less तो यही है. हाँ, मैंने लिखा भी नहीं है, so I'm very smart like that, guys. Other than that, in your third semester, essentially you are expected to complete your research. I'll make another video explaining the progression of research. So how does it go about at Christ in your college. So in this semester, you are expected to complete your data collection, your analysis, and also kind of writing your manuscript. So that is something that goes on. From your internship perspective, you've already done a block internship in your Sem 2. Now you're going to do a concurrent internship. A concurrent internship is basically something that goes parallelly with your course. So for us, in our third semester, we were supposed to do 2 days of internship, like in a week. So we went to our internship site for 2 days and our course for the other 4 days. Okay? Now how does this work is, you get to do all the work, you get to have supervision and all of that. You get supervision from college in the form of a class or a paper called MCTS, Micro Counseling Therapeutic Skills. This paper is again very practical. It's 2 hours a week where you sit in a class. Again, you're divided in groups like you are for research, and you talk about your challenges at your internship. It can be with some clients, it can be anything related to your internship and your practice. तो यहाँ पे आपके सारे questions answer होते हैं. Essentially, these sessions are with people who have practicing experience and then they are teaching in the college. So it's very, very insightful to actually be a part of something like this. So yeah, this is all about your Sem 3. It ends there. And coming to your Sem 4, this is your final semester. Here you have only one theory paper, that is Advanced Social Psychology. You have 2 electives. For me, that was disability and Asian healing. The other 2 options were educational psychology and कुछ तो भी था एक और, I don't remember, but that will also change based on your syllabus, so please again refer to your syllabus. But 2 electives होते हैं, again no end sem exams and 2 CIAs. Other than that, I also mentioned in the previous video that you have lab in sem 2. You also have lab in sem 4. Now the interesting part is your sem 2 का lab is very basic and initially introduction type का होता है. In your sem 4, you have all the fascinating projective tests. You have Rorschach, SCT, TAT, CAT, बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं. Essentially कुछ 10 tests होते हैं. A lot of them are only demo based, but होते हैं. So you learn a lot in these labs. हमारा पूरा Rorschach का session went on for a lot of weeks, and I am not someone who grasps tests very easily, but I have seen my friends actually go ahead and be able to make the protocols, not conduct it because it's not ethical, but make the protocols, be able to write a report and guide, like assist a clinical psychologist, and that is very fascinating. काफी in-depth study होती है. It might change for you, but yeah, it's essentially that. And yeah, so why do you have to complete your research in sem 3? Is because you are expected to publish your paper in sem 4. Now initially we had this doubt कि अच्छा अगर हम paper publish नहीं कराएंगे तो हमें degree नहीं मिलेगी. That is not essentially true, but your publication of your paper carries a very heavy number of marks. Like I think for us it was you have to both present your paper and publish your paper. So for presentation it was some 30 marks and for publication it was some 20 marks. I would really suggest that you ask your professors for the breakdown, like the rubrics of the same initially, because मैंने नहीं मांगा था तो I sort of missed out on some marks there, but you can do that, and you're supposed to publish it in a Scopus Index or a UGC Care recognized journal and present it in an international or national conference. I would really suggest, this might seem very daunting, but please go ahead and have that experience, because marks एक अपनी जगह पर है, but जब आपने इतनी मेहनत की होती है ना किसी टॉपिक पे तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब आप you can talk about your work in front of such amazing people who are listening to you, and तुम्हें अच्छा फीडबैक मिलता है, तुम खुलते हो, एंड तुमने 2 साल इस पे काम करा है, तो it really like brings out the professional in you, that I know what I'm talking about, and that is what I think everything is about. So go ahead, have that experience. Other than that, even in your sem 4 you'll have a concurrent internship. This will be more intense than your sem 3. You'll have 3 days of internship and 3 days of college now. So that is something that that's how it will work. It will have the same you'll have supervision in college. It's called Supervised Clinical Practicum, and yeah, so supervision in college, supervision at site, so you get to see clients. In your 4th sem I think you're supposed to see 5 clients and submit reports of the same. It can be case history and all also, but yeah, so essentially you work in depth with 5 clients, and other than that, yeah, that's about it. After your 4th sem ends, and once your end sem and everything, viva and everything is done, so for your end sem you have one end sem for the social psychology paper, and then you have an integrated viva for your research, internship and lab. So that is like all 3 in 1. It can be very daunting, but be confident and prepare well. Prepare well is what I'll say. So that is about it, and then after all of this is done, you go ahead and do your block internship, which is your end course block internship. So to summarize, you end up doing 4 internships in your whole year, along with 1 year of community service, and you get to do a lot of research work. So overall a very good course, a very good CV that comes out of this course, which is something that I love about the course. So yeah, I think that's about it. I have not missed out on anything that I have noted down. So if you have any other questions, do comment down below. If you like that I've shared all of this with you, please give this video a like. Comment if you like the video. Anything, any feedback that you have, anything that you would like me to improve. This is essentially my 4th video, so I'm still learning, and I'm very it would be a great input if you could give me some feedback. So like, comment, share it with your friends, share it with people you know who are aspiring to come to Christ or have already gotten an admission and are figuring out what will they expect. And yeah, subscribe to my channel to listen to more mental health and self-care related work. Right now I'm talking about Christ, but I do have a lot more in क्या होता है a lot more in the future, whatever, I forgot the word. But yeah, so yeah, see you soon, bye bye.